LV back with a different kind of video for you today. It might be boring for some people, but it's definitely exciting for me. I will be sharing my 2003 Topps Chrome Black Refractor basketball set progress with you guys. It's about 90% complete. All PSA Mint 9s are better. I was #1 on the set registry until recently when kind of out of the blue, overnight, someone added their set and took #1 from me. Totally fine, but I am competitive, so it's on. In this video, I will discuss the set, share the cards, even give you a peek at some gold refractors. Plus, at the end of the video, I will be giving my review of these graded slab pages and binders. I just started using them, bought 2 different brands on Amazon, so I'll discuss the goods and the bads of both brands and how much they cost. All right, the black refractor set, I will change to overhead camera view, but I just wanted to discuss that there are 165 total cards in the set. Number 1 through 110 are the veteran base, and numbers 111 to 165 are the rookies. There are 11 total rookie language variation cards, which I will discuss later in the video. And there should be 4 Hall of Famers from this rookie class. You got LeBron, obviously, D. Wade, Chris Bosh, and Carmelo Anthony. All right, let's start flipping through. Here we go. So the black refractor set is serial numbered on the back bottom out of 500. Start off with a Hall of Famer, T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. This card's always off center, thinner on the left than the right. I did notice something cool about this set. I'd say some of the stars, the number in the set matches their jersey number, so kind of cool. You know, number 5 is Jason Kidd wearing number 5. 4 is Chris Webber wearing 4. Iverson 3. Not Marbury, and I'll show you, they did miss 1 they should have done. There you go. You got Wagner, Weber, Kidd, Marbury, O'Neal, Walker. That's the one. They should have done Kobe at the 8 slot. I mean, Antoine Walker does wear number 8 on his Mavericks uni, but they put Kobe all the way. I don't have Kobe, but all the way in at number 36 for some reason. That should be 8 spot. You got Parker, Bibby, Yao Ming, second-year card, and Bobby Jackson. You got Steve Nash, Paul Pierce. I'm missing Vince Carter, Peja, Wally, Kenyon Martin, Pau Gasol, Gary Payton. I'm missing Tim Duncan. So I am missing kind of some of the bigger stars I need to buy. Anthony Hardaway, Jay Rich, Andre Miller. I did notice that it is tougher to get higher grades on like the first 40 cards in the set for some reason. They just maybe cut a little differently. Because now you'll start seeing, I have some Gem 10s in the set. We got Latrell Sprewell in a Gem 10. I like that. Darius Miles, Richard Jefferson, Sean Marion in a 10, Barry Davis in a 10, Ben Wallace in a 10. That's a nice page. Reggie Miller, and I'm missing Karl Malone. Jonathan Bender. I'm missing Shaq. And we got Steve Francis and missing Kobe. That's probably the next bigger one I need to purchase. One, I missed it. I didn't see the auction up on eBay, and it sold for around $750 for the PSA 9. I probably would have bid around there. There's Dunleavy Jr., Glenn Robinson. That's the one that's notorious min size. Some of the cards are just normally smaller cut. Allen Houston, Sam Cassell, number 41. I'm missing Dirk. Elton Brand, got a 10. Joe Smith, 10. Brian Grant, Jason Terry. These are big names. What a great base set. We got Richard Hamilton, Mo Pete, Ray Allen. A lot of Hall of Famers in the set. Scottie Pippen. I just wish Jordan was in the set. Only 1 year off. You know, he came back for the Wizards, and he did have a 2002 Topps Chrome basketball card, but unfortunately, you know, retired, and he's not in the 03 set. Katino Mobley, Jerry Stackhouse, Camby, Jalen Rose in a 10. I'm missing Ricky Davis, Jamal Mashburn, Ron Artest, Theo Ratliff, Jawan Howard, and I'm missing Caron Butler. Anton Jameson, Nene, Tyson Chandler, missing Jason Williams, white chocolate. I got to get that. Kurt Thomas, Mike Miller, Amari Stoudemire, Jamal Tinsley, Brent Barry, Brad Miller, Bonzi Wells. I liked when he was on the Blazers. And AK-47, Karolinko in a 9. All right, we got some Kenny Thomas, Derek Anderson, Big Z, Eddie Griffin, rest in peace, I believe, Tayshaun Prince, Michael Olowokandi, Michael Redd, Tim Thomas, Eddie Jones. I love that color match with the Heat in a 10. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, I love the image, the aerial image of the Maggette in a 10. That's a hard one. Eric Snow, 9. Keon Clark, Des Mason, Drew Gooden, Harpering, McDice, and I'm missing Rasho, number 90. We got Jamal McGlure, Rasheed Wallace. I'd love to get that in a 10 with the color match with the Blazers. Would be great. Antonio Davis, Kwame Brown, second-year Ginobili Manu, Eric Williams, Nick Van Exel, Lamar Odom. Another would be a cool color match. Chauncey Billups in a 9. Kevin Garnett. That's a tough one, so I'm glad to get that one in a 9. Yarick, David Wesley. Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas in a 10. I'm really happy with that. Keith Van Horn, Nakbar, Finley, Troy Murphy, Eddie Curry. All right, now we're to the really fun page. So we got Rashard Lewis. That's also one of those cards that's always kind of min-size. Tony Bacci, and then we get into the rookies. Of course, we got the number 1 pick, LeBron James. So it's going to be the only card that is in a BGS slab. I do need to get it in a PSA 9. This will be a eventual crack out. I'm going to be so stressed as I crack it, and I'm going to submit to PSA at some point. But I'm in no hurry because this is kind of a personal collection thing, and I really don't want to send it through the mail. So I think eventually when I go to like a national or somewhere where PSA does on-site grading, I will go ahead and travel with it and grade it there. I'm pretty confident it will get a 9. Little off center left to right, but I actually think the subgrade of an 8.5 is a little low for the centering. I think it's more like a 9 centering. But look at the other subgrades, great. But you never know. I mean, you don't know the surface fully until you crack it out because it's hard to see through a BGS slab. So I'm still confident that it will get a 9, but for now it's just going to sit there. Then we have a Darko. That's one of the cards that has the different language back, which I'll talk about and show you in a little bit. Carmelo. And then we got Bosch. Next page, we must have Wade. There's the Wade. Nice looking 9 copy. We're missing Chris Kaman, Heinrich, Ford, Sweetney, Jarvis Hayes. A lot of these rookies just didn't pan out, unfortunately. Petrus, Collison, Banks. I didn't know Banks was a lottery pick. Rittenauer is almost lottery. Reese Gaines, and it does go in number of how they were drafted. I do like that, the order of it. Troy Bell. Now we're missing some of the different language backs because for the PSA set registry, you can't add the different language variation. You have to have the English version on the PSA set registry. We have the Zarko, the David West, the Pavlovich, Dante Jones. Nice to hit a 10 on that one. That's low pop. I think it's a pop 1. Boris Diaw, another one with a different language. Plananik. That's a hard one to say. Travis Outlaw, he's a great 6-man. Brian Cook, Matt Carroll, EB, Kendrick Perkins, you know him, analyst, commentator. Leandro Barbosa, I think he has a Portuguese variation. Josh Howard, Lampy, Capono, Luke Walton, great college players. Jerome Beasley, Travis Hansen. We got this tough Steve Blake, Slavko, Francisco Elson. These are hard to find for some reason. Willie Green, Zaza Pachulia, Keith Bogans, Mo Will, James Jones, the shooter, Kyle Korver, the shooter, Brandon Hunter, Josh Moore. We're missing the Jan Stephenson. We got Braggs, Devin Brown, James Lang, Theron Smith, Linton Johnson, Marquise Daniels, Keith McLeod, and Udonis Haslam. That's a cool color match. I like the black in that. The Hanlog 10. Ben Hand logged in. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the variations to you and what I learned. So hopefully it'll make a little more sense. There are 11 total different language variations. And what I mean by that, I will show you. I am collecting the variations too. So we'll start with the Darko. So Darko has a Serbian back, meaning it is in a different language. See that? So I did my own research because I couldn't find out exactly. My question was, so there's 500 made, right? Were there 500 different language backs, Serbian back made, as well as 500 English versions made? I found out that that is not the case. I looked at it, and it appears that the first 250 that are numbered 1 out of 250 are the English backs. So, and then the different language backs is 251 to 500. So there are just 500 total cards. I like how they did that, actually. So that's good to know. So if, you know, the foreign backs, the different language backs are really the higher numbered out of higher than 250. So there you go on that. The Darko, I'm missing the Petrus French version. But I do have the Zarko in a 9 and the Pavlovic, he's Serbian. And then we have Boris Diaw French I'm missing. The Zoran I got in a 9, and the Barbosa Portuguese, and the Lampy Polish. And the Slavko I got in a 10. There's the Elson in a 10. That's so hard to get. The Dutch version. The Pachulia Russian. And the Icelandic Jon Stephenson. And then there you go on that one. Let's go ahead and do a little peek at my gold refractors. So I am trying to build the gold set, but honestly, it's daunting because I'm not going to ever have the money to buy the LeBron. You know, LeBron's like $200,000 at least, right? But I still think it's worth collecting because of the upside. I just think this is the first year in basketball where they made the gold refractors out of Topps Chrome. And LeBron's rookie year, such low numbered out of 99, I think it's going to be highly sought after in the future. So even if I'm just collecting everyone else but LeBron and stuff, then if I ever want to sell the set, they'll sell really well in the future. So I got Marbury in an 8, Tony Parker in a 9, Kenyon Martin, Andre Miller, Baron Davis, Scottie Pippen in a 9. I had a Chris Webber in a 10, but sold it because I needed some grading fee money. But I do have 110 left. Jamal Mashburn, I have it in a 9 too. I got Tyson Chandler, Nene, Kurt Thomas, Big Z. I'm not too worried about the grades for the gold refractor set. They're rare enough. I'm not too worried. Desmond Mason, Eric Williams. And they can be graded with different companies. You know, I just like the gold refractors. It's getting very competitive, and they're at their high right now for value. So, you know, I'm trying to bid on them and win them. Even the base, you know, non-popular players, I put in bids of $70 for them, and someone's outbidding me. They always end just a few bucks higher. So that means I'm bidding up someone. It's pretty highly competitive. We got Bogans, we got Rasheed Wallace, just picked that one up off column C. Some Karan Butler, Juwan Howard, Rip. I'm going to grade that Maggette. I'm excited about that one. It looked like a possible 10, believe it or not. I'm really excited. The Anton Jameson looked like an 8 or 9. The Yarick and the Howard, way off center. I'll grade the Maggette, though, for sure. There you go. That's the set. If you have any questions about it, feel free. I'll try to answer the best I can, but now I'll quickly go over my thoughts, my review on these binder cases. All right, here are the 2 cases. So I bought both of them on Amazon. This brand is called Dackit, Dackit, and it was $39.99, so $40 for this. It holds 60 cards, so you're supposed to get 10 pages with it inside. And that's the other brand I bought. This one was cheaper. I think it was $34, and you still get 10 pages, so 60 cards. Now I will tell you the good and bads of both from my experience so far. So we'll do the Dackit brand first. The good is it's easier, the slots to put in the cards, because it's kind of tricky. What I do like, what I mean by that is it has this little gap so you can kind of push up, and it folds in a little easier. So it takes a little less time putting cards in. And another good is, for some reason, I don't know if it happens all the time, but it came with 2 extra pages. So essentially this held 72 cards instead of 60. So I was very happy about that little extra value there. Okay, so the bad, I thought that the bad was that these are just kind of attached. So there's no 3-ring binder in case you want to add more pages or take away pages, stuff like that. And also midway through, so after the first 6, the pages kind of flipped. I'll show you. So now the flap is on the front and the push is on the front. I prefer it where the flap and the push is on the back. So I don't know why they did that. So the rest of the way it's the complete opposite. So that's my assessment of the Dackett brand. Now I will go over the Sybonic brand. So, like I said, it was cheaper. That's a good option. But no extra pages. It didn't include, just included the 10, so it holds 60. Another good is that 3-ring binder. I do kind of like that. I like either way, but this was good because you can take the pages in and out as you wish, or add pages, which I kind of like. I'd say the bad is the slots are harder to take in and out. There's no push thing here, and the flap was just kind of annoying to push down through. So there you go. That's my advice and assessment of these binder slab pages. I'm actually a huge fan of either option, just because, you know, as a kid, that was one of my fondest memories growing up, is putting the cards in and out of the pages. And now I'm grown up and collect graded slabs. So this is a great way for me to fondle the sports cards. This is what Sports Card Radio calls it. Just enjoy looking through them when I have some downtime. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video and wish me luck completing this set. I'm excited to keep upgrading into 10s too, because I got to get that #1 spot. All right, I will be back with a fun, awesome reveal on Tuesday. All right, have a good weekend, everyone.